Grade 1, welcome back to math class. Even though it's more fun in school, it's okay on the computer. We are going to work some more with addition. Here we have 2 red blocks and 3 blue blocks. How many blocks is that all together? Well, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time we also wrote that in a number sentence, and I think you should know how to write that in numbers. So for the red blocks, you would write the number, and for the blue blocks, you would write the number, and for all together, you would write the number, and it should look like 2 plus, because we're putting them together, 3 equals 5. This means you stick them together or you get more. So we can figure out the answers by using, well, if you were at school, we would use cubes, or you would come to my board, but you can't do that. So you could use anything at home. If you can count them, you can use them. I'm going to use these red and blue squares. So 4 and 1. So I should do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more is how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See over here we have 3 and 2 altogether is 5. So how many red ones should I use? Why, yes, 3. 1, 2, 3. And how many blue ones should I use? Why, yes, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many altogether? 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't have cubes at home, and you can't use cubes in your work. Sometimes you can just make your own cubes by drawing. So they would like us to draw circles, but the problem with drawing circles is I have to use my trackpad, and it's not so fast. So this number I would do 2 circles. For this number I would do 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 5 equals how many altogether? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Started with 2, have 5 more, 7 altogether. So I'm going to draw circles, but I'm going to cheat. I am going to just make circles this way. So how many circles do I start with? Yes, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many more circles? And how many more circles do I do? 1, 2. How many do I have all together? All together I have 5. Over here, how many circles do I start with? 4. And how many more do I make? 2. How many do I have all together? 6. We're going to keep going. If you have paper, you can do it too. How many circles and plus adding how many more circles? 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. How many altogether? 8. How many do I start with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 1, 2, 3. How many altogether? You know, you don't have to start counting from the beginning. We already know how many this is. It's 6. See? 6. And we just keep counting. 7, 8, 9. So, you should read this number sentence for me. You might have said 3 plus 4 equals 7. Or you might have said 3 and 4 is 7. Or you might have said 3 and 4 more is 7 altogether. It all means the same thing. It means you had 3 of something, and there's 4 of something, and we add them. We put them together. We do 3 plus 4, 3 adding 4, 3 and 4. But this means if you put it together, this is how many you have. But here's the thing that always mixes grade 1 up. You could say that I have a green shirt and a green crayon, or you could say I have a green crayon and a green shirt. It does not change that I have one of these and one of these, even if I said I have the shirt first, or if I say I have the crayon first. It kind of is the same thing in math. But you are used to saying this. 5 plus 1 equals 6. But you can say it this way too. 6 equals 5 plus 1. Because the equal sign just means whatever is on one side is the same as what is on the other side. So 5 plus 1 is the same as 6. Or 6 is the same as 5 plus 1. But grade 1 never believes me when I say you can do this. But that's just what the equals means. This is the same as this. And it is. Look. 6 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Count them. See? Same. 6 is the same as 6 on this side, 6 on this side. So 3 plus 4 is the same as 7. We could do it with circles. 3, 1, 2, 3 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same as 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can write it that way too. 7 equals 3 plus 4. So try this one. 8 equals 2 plus 6. And this one. 5 equals 1 plus 4. So let's see if you can write the addition sentence. If we start with 5 things, so what number should you write? 5. And add 0 things. How many things do we have in total? All together equals is the same as. Well, we know how much 0 is, right? It's nothing. 5 and nothing is still, I hope you said 5. Okay, write this one. If you start with 2 things, so you should write 2. and add 0 things, how many do we have in total altogether? Equals 2 plus nothing is still 2. Whenever you add 0, you don't add anything. You start with what you end up with what you started with. So how about you start with 0? You start with nothing, and then you add 3 things. How many do you have? Some grade 1 say 0, but I hope you said 3. Because if you start with nothing and you have 3 things, well, then you end up with 3 things. So when you add 0, your answer is always going to be the other number. So 0 plus 17 is going to be 17. And 12 plus 0 is going to be 12. And if you do, let's say, 120 plus 0 is 120. Or 1,270 plus 0 is 1,270. And 7,986,473 plus 0 equals, I don't want to write it again, 7,986,473. Because this number will always stay the same if you just add 0. You only have 2 pages today, and they're not super hard, I don't think. We are figuring out these number sentences. So 3 flags plus 2 flags is how many flags altogether in total? 3 balls plus 2 balls is how many balls altogether in total? 3 plus 2, no matter what you're adding, is always going to have the same number. Or we're going to do it in the way that you guys think is not right, but it is. How many trees altogether when it's this kind plus this kind? Deciduous plus coniferous. How many kids altogether when it's 2 girls and 4 boys? Same number is the same as 2 plus 4. All of these are the same in numbers. Now you're going to add 4 happy faces and 3 happy faces. How many altogether? 3 and 5. How many altogether? 5 and 2. How many in total? 2 and 6. How many in total? It's not a lot of practice with adding if you are allowed to. These are some things that you can do on ABC. Yeah, these are the easier ones to add. Pick adding if you go to this one. If adding is easy for you, well, you can try these ones. These ones are a little bit harder. Or you can go to Splash Learn. I know I haven't told your parents lately how to get there, but if you remember, you can do addition sentences within 10. All right, have fun with adding today.